Hi everybody and welcome back in our second interview. Today for the IB Cat News we have Gertrud. Hi Gertrud,
Hi.
Thank you for joining us today. We will ask you some questions and you are free to answer to them.
Thank you.
Tell us about yourself. Did you always thought about being a teacher?
No, I never thought about that. I never thought I would be a teacher, ever. I was quite old when I started to study at the university and I wanted to be a researcher, ocean researcher. But of course, when I was done with my master, they had a stop of employing new people on the Ocean Research Institute here in Bergen. So I had to think a little bit more and study a little bit more physics and pedagogic, and I said, okay, I have to be a teacher then. So I asked some friends that were teachers because I thought, what are the challenges? Can I live up to them and so on? And they gave me good answers, and I thought that, okay, I'm grown up enough now, so maybe I can become a teacher, yeah.
What was your dream work?
Researcher.
Okay.
Ocean research. Yeah, I wanted to work with the sea.
Why did you choose to be an IB teacher?
I didn't choose because when I was almost done with the pedagogue type of education, I went around on the schools and said, here I am, can you use me? And I went also to this school and I met a guy here and said, here I am, these are my grades and so on. I can do anything if you have something. And he said, okay, that's nice, we will call you if there is something. And he did. He called me one Sunday and said, listen, we have a critical situation here. Can you teach in English? And I thought, oh, well, I can try. I thought, I just have to jump into it. I said, okay, I can try. And then it was an IB teacher that got very sick for a long time. So I just had to jump in IB. So I didn't choose, I just jumped in. Yeah.
In your subject, biology, what is the most unique part of it? What do you think other subject doesn't have?
Well, what is unique with biology is that we can do laboratory experiments. So it's kind of practical subject. So in a way that is a kind of release from learning all theory all the time, you know, so you can put it into practice as well. So yeah, that's typical for biology, and also I like it because it has to do with things that are alive, and so not static knowledge. What was the other thing you asked?
What other subject doesn't have?
I don't know. Well, it's the laboratories, I think that is, yeah.
Like coronavirus, something that is really actual right now. How big of an impact it has on your subject?
A lot. It has a great impact. At this time, especially 2IB has been out in quarantine twice. I have been in quarantine as well, and we have locked down the school or went into red several times. And this makes it extremely difficult. I think in 2IB biology I have really big problems to catch up with some of the mandatory laboratories. And also the IA, I just pray to God that we don't go into red. We already missed a very important part of it, so I don't know. We need help from IB itself to know how do we do with 2IB this time.
And what do you think about the online learning?
It's boring, but necessary. It is boring because you cannot have the same communication. It's boring for you, I think, and it's boring for me because most of the students do not want to be on camera and are not active and you don't get the response. And I cannot see the response in the students either. And therefore, you lose all this good dynamic that you can have in a classroom, so to say. And I feel like stupid sitting there and just talking by myself, hoping someone listens. It's frustrating, and many times I had to change the plans. So the practical things are suffering from this, definitely. It's hard also for me as a teacher to feel like, oh, I have to give them tasks that they need to turn in, because this is the only way to help you with the discipline. Because if I say, yeah, read this book, do this task, fine, see you tomorrow, half of the class won't do it. So but I don't like to have it like that, but this is how it is.
What are your tips to the students in today's situation? Is there anything you would advise on doing that would make this messy online and offline learning a bit easier for students?
One thing is, for example, if we have home teaching, this doesn't work for everyone, but if you are a few friends, you can have your own meeting open while you're studying and working with exercises, so you can have some fellowship while you're doing it, so you're not sitting just alone and doing it. I don't know if you learn more, but it is probably a little bit more fun, I think. But otherwise, for me, it is hard to make some very fancy teaching. It takes time, and I think we have to accept that it is as it is. But I think this could be a good solution, to open your own little meeting groups with some friends and do it like that. Maybe students do it already, I don't know. That could be one thing. Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
So this was everything for today's interview. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you like it, put a like and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.